Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight right now. I was wrong at first, and at first I thought it was garbage, but he's proving me wrong. I'm mad enough to sit there and say, I apologize, he's a good fighter. But he's number one right now. Josh Wellington too, and I don't see nobody else after that.
What did you make of Deontay Wilder's defeat 3 months ago?
He got his ass handed to him. He got whooped. And see, I told you, all that bombs around bullshit from the face. Anybody, look, I can make my son 42 and over, 42 and a half with the points they put in front of you. You know what I'm saying? I can make you 42 and over, 42 and a half. You know what I'm saying? It's about who you fight and how you fight. You know?
Wow. Those are the words from James Toney. And he states, and you know James Toney is a guy, he's not short for words, people. He talks much shit. I think if he was fighting today, despite, the condition he's in at the moment, he is a big shit talker. I think he would be in between Jarrell Miller and Tyson Fury himself for talking shit, because that's what he does. He's a shite talker, right? Now, he said, I think Fury was garbage, but I was wrong. Okay? And what he said about Deontay Wilder, because Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder, he says, well, hey, look, I always said he was garbage anyway. He got his ass handed to him, as you just heard. James Lights Out Toney. All that bomb squad bullshit, that's what made me damn near spit up my Guinness, was all made up. It was fabricated. It was a hype job. The fights were picked. And a lot of them are. This is boxing, people. And we can't exonerate Deontay Wilder, because if anybody that knew boxing, anybody that's seen, watched, observed boxing, seen who was available, seen who could give him problems, seen him not fighting those guys, seeing that he was a guy that had a lot of wins, a lot of knockouts, but a lot of nobodies all at the same time. James Toney is a professional retired fighter. Okay? So you think a person like him that does not have vested interest in any DAZN, PBC, Fox, ESPN, or anything else, what do you think, and why do you think he says what he says? He's saying it because he believes it, because there's nothing else but truth that comes out of this man's mouth, because he's not hired by anyone. In fact, he wanted 6 figures for just coming back to the sport to fight anybody, which I wouldn't recommend, but he's already said that he would do it. But that just shows you that people like James Toney, an OG, an original gangster, right? A veteran, he's going to call it like he sees it. But he's absolutely right. You can make and fabricate and make false pretenses on someone that has a record that looks a certain way, but it really ain't. You know the difference between Deontay Wilder and Floyd Mayweather is? Floyd Mayweather actually fought people that people thought that he was going to lose. Deontay did none of that shit. And even when Deontay fought Tyson Fury, it was one of them situations where the odds were so against him. He used to be a fat-ass dude, on drugs-ass dude, a drunk-ass dude, and an inexperienced, rusty-ass dude. He was all of those ass dude, right? So you think that didn't have a little bit to do with it? Do you think that's what that was? Do you think that didn't have anything to do with what or why Tyson Fury became Deontay Wilder's opponent in 2018? And you know, the truth be told, in 2018, why didn't he just fight Dillian White? That was his WBC rankings. You would want to fight. You would want to fight or have an inkling to fight the guy that's number one. Why wouldn't you want to fight that guy? You see what I'm saying? You want to pull a guy and then they make him into the ranks and you fight him anyway, a voluntary, when you could have been doing bigger things if you were a true WBC heavyweight champion? Wouldn't you have done that? It would make sense to me if you would have. See, we're digging at the core of shit. What James Toney said just, opened the can of worms. You can make a guy look good and he's really not. Okay? Now, if you look deeper into it, Tyson Fury just showed who he was and what he could do with a person that has one trick. And that one trick is the right hand. And even when he landed the right hand, it didn't work. Right? So, I do agree with James Toney. James Toney understands something. He's going to talk shit till he drops dead. But this particular shit that he's talking, people, is truth. Okay? So, wrap a bow around his turds because that's exactly what he's doing. He's talking true shit. Because truth needs to be gift wrapped. That's why I said that, if you get the analogy. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think about James Toney and his comments. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.